Good morning, afternoon, evening everyone, and welcome to today's yoga session. Before we begin, let's take a moment to set an intention for our practice. This can be something as simple as focusing on your breath or finding peace within yourself. Remember, yoga is not just about physical exercise but also a mental and spiritual practice. We'll start with some warm-up exercises to get your body ready for yoga. Let's begin with a few neck rolls. Start by rolling your neck clockwise, then counterclockwise. Repeat this several times. Next, let's do some wrist and ankle rotations. This will help loosen up your joints and get the blood flowing to your limbs. Now that we're warm, we'll move on to sun salutations, a sequence of yoga poses that is a staple in many yoga practices. Start in a standing position, with your feet hip-width apart and your hands in prayer position at your heart. Inhale, raise your arms above your head and stretch towards the sky. Exhale and bend forward, placing your hands on the floor or on your shins. Inhale, step back into a plank position. Exhale. Bring your knees to your chest and lift your hips up into downward facing dog. Repeat this sequence several times, moving with your breath. Next, we'll move on to some standing poses. Start with warrior I. Step your left foot back, bend your right knee and raise your arms above your head. Hold this pose for several breaths. Come out of warrior I and repeat on the other side. Let's now move on to some seated poses. Start with easy pose, seated with your legs crossed and your hands resting on your knees. Take several deep breaths here, focusing on your breath and relaxing your body. Next, we'll move on to child's pose. Start on your hands and knees, then sit back on your heels and stretch your arms forward. Hold this pose for several breaths. Finally, we'll end with a final relaxation pose. Lie on your back, with your arms and legs slightly apart and your eyes closed. Take several deep breaths and let go of any tension in your body. And that's it for today's yoga session. Remember to listen to your body and only do what feels comfortable for you. Practice regularly and you'll notice an improvement in your flexibility, strength, and overall well-being. Namaste.